Hi, I'm Andy, a collection specialist at Credit Sage, and my goal is to help people learn how they can remove CAC Financial from their credit report. And this is in many cases without paying the debt at all. So if that's you or even someone you know, I'm confident that you're going to walk away from this video knowing what the next best step is to take. Now, this doesn't mean that you shouldn't take action. For example, if you know or you believe that CAC Financial or for that matter, any of the accounts on your credit report are the result of identity theft or have a wrong balance after you've already paid, or any major issues that are seriously affecting your life, you may be owed a settlement. And we work with a network of local attorneys that will work on your behalf at zero cost, win or lose, in addition to getting the accounts deleted permanently. But, if no issues like that exist and you just want the account removed from your credit report, we can certainly help with that too. Give us a call today. Our number you'll find in the description. And with that, what I want to do is I'm going to go through the most important questions that we get about this company. Okay. And the first one I have here is really important, and that is, can you be arrested or get jail time for a debt with CAC Financial? Now, I put this one at the top of the list because, we have a lot of callers that are terrified that this could happen. And it makes sense. Few people are taught how credit and debt work in school. I didn't know the answer to this question until I got into the business. And fortunately, unless the debt is related to specifically unpaid taxes or unpaid child support, you cannot be arrested or get jail time. So there's no need to worry about that whatsoever. The amount of the debt doesn't matter either. You could refuse to pay $1,000 or $1 million, and you will not be arrested or get jail time. So now let's talk about who is CAC Financial and why are you seeing them on your credit report? Well, they are what's referred to as a debt collector or credit collection agency. And what they do is they buy debts, unpaid accounts, like credit cards, for example, often for very cheap. And then they try to collect the full amount, okay? An example would be, let's just say that you have an unpaid card with Capital One. And let's just say it's $1,000, okay? CAC Financial could, in theory, come along and buy that debt, but maybe just for $100. Now, they don't try to collect that amount. They try to collect the full $1,000 from you, which gives them a 10x return on their investment. So yeah, these companies make a lot of money. And damaging your credit score by reporting the debt to your credit report is the primary strategy they have to get you to pay. However, what many people don't know is that paying a debt on your credit report does not actually remove the account attached to it. That account will sit there for 7 years, damaging your score, paid or not. So a lot of time, paying isn't in your best interest and really could just be a waste of money. In rare cases, paying the debt can even hurt your score further. In addition to credit reporting, they may send scary letters, call a lot, even calling family members and colleagues. And I'll say, if a collector has ever threatened you or harassed you during non-business hours, you, again, may be owed a lawsuit. So that's another case. You want to give us a call so we can connect you with a local specialist that will take action quickly. So the next question is, should you negotiate a settlement with CAC Financial? So I look at it this way. Settling your debt with CAC Financial depends on your goal. Typically, if you're wanting to improve your credit score, paying isn't your best option. And the reason is, as I mentioned before, even if you pay the collection, it will remain on your credit report for 7 years, damaging your score that whole time. So instead, we always recommend working with an expert like us to review these accounts. And if certain issues exist, then the accounts may be removed. And this is a win-win. You won't have to waste money paying a debt that won't help your score. and the negative account gets removed from your report. So it's perfect. How do you remove CAC Financial from your credit report, right? Well, the Fair Credit Reporting Act gives every person the power to challenge information on their report. I will say that the knowledge required to do this is more involved than it might seem. That's not to say that you shouldn't learn how to do it, but be prepared to spend weeks, maybe even months, learning how to do it properly. However, if you hire a professional to handle it for you, you can ensure that it'll be done properly the first time, and you can save the extra time in learning how to do it, and that's what we're here for. We're happy to take care of it. We've actually dealt with CAC Financial accounts many times, and I will say they regularly have issues, and we've helped numerous clients deal with them, and we'll take care of it for you as well if you prefer. How can you get CAC Financial to stop calling you? Right. So as I mentioned before, CAC Financial calling is their attempt to collect the debt they purchased, which means the only reason that they'll stop calling you is, well, if you settle your debt with them, or you work with a company like ours to potentially have them removed from your credit report, right? Like we talked about. Will CAC Financial try suing or garnishing my wages? Yeah. So this is another scary thought. I get asked this a lot. And I'll tell you this, CAC Financial suing is unlikely. It can and does happen, but in our experience, it's rare. And the reason is there's many laws around how long they can sue for, what they can do if they win, and it's just a long process. However, if we're able to find certain issues with the account, they won't be able to collect it all, which is another benefit of using an expert. Let's see here. What are my rights when dealing with CAC Financial? So you have the right to dispute any of your debt that CAC Financial has purchased. They're governed by the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, or FDCPA. And as I mentioned before, the Fair Credit Reporting Act, or FCRA. Now, these acts can seem complicated, but really they provide a great deal of power to the consumer if you know how to use it properly. But if you don't have time to research these acts, it's not a problem. Give us a call today. We can discuss your options. And again, our number is in the description area below. So hope that helps you out, and look forward to talking to you soon.